Hello, good afternoon. Welcome for the AirNails Airbrushing live video as every Wednesday. Hello there, hi. So waiting for a few more people to join in. Hello everyone, good afternoon. And video of course will stay later in our IGTV, so you can watch later as well. And today I'm going to show you how to create these beautiful flowers. These are super simple. We're continuing working with the our new gel polish color collections from Magnetic Nail Design. And I've used as a background on this one the new pineapple from the Juicy Fruits collection. So this is the new color that I've used. I've got my tip prepared, and that's the new color pineapple. You can see beautiful yellow color, and we're going to use this one as a background, and then with the red, white and burgundy we'll create our design. So let me start with the design, and whoever will join later, you can watch in our IGTV the beginning of the video if you need any reference. So I've got my tip prepared. Is the 2 layers of the pineapple gel polish, and is covered with the extreme matte top gel. And now I'm going to use the number 3 red airbrush paint red. Just shake it well, and I'm going to create my background for my flowers. Just the 1 drop of paint. Because the red is really, the red number 3 is a transparent color. When I'm going to spray it over my yellow, I will have like an orangey shade of the red, which is really, really nice and suit this design. Just small amount, the red, and a bit of the top as well. And you create the ombre just on the sides. Okay, not too much. So now I'm going to work with the white. So what I need to do, I need to remove from my tank the red, and I'm just going to use a bit of water just to make sure my tank is clean and I have no red shade with my white. So I'm just quickly removing the red, and we will create our white flowers. So I'm just spraying away the water that's left of my gun, so my tank is nice and clean. And I've got these wee stencils. So these one I believe are from Profi collection. I was put them on the sides for me, and these small ones as well. So I'm going to use the bigger one first. Just place it on my red, just in the middle. Doesn't have to be full flower. Of course, you will just adjust it to the natural nail. So if the nail is really, really short and you do the ombre, you may just need 2 or 3 petals. If you have really long nail, you will create the full flower. So it's really, really depends what your of the length of the nail. So what I need next is just a bit of the white, drop of white. And we're going to create our flower. Just checking on my glove. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to spray over my stencil, not with the window, just the stencil. Okay, so you'll see just the sides. I want to create just the petals. So the middle part is still red, and the edges are white. Okay, perfect. Now I've got the first part of my design as well. What I'm going to use next, of course I've got this smaller ombre in here, so I won't fit the full flower, but if I will have a bit bigger ombre, I can fit another flower on the top. It's not a problem. Now I'm going to use this wee part in here, and I'm just going to place it on the side Now this time I'm going to create just a tiny shade of white. So I want this flower to be as a main part and on a side just the shade. And hello Daniela. Hi Daniela, so nice you watching again. So just a small amount, I'm going to place the white over the stencil, tiny bit. And I will move the same bit to the other side. So you see a difference is much lighter. And to the other side as well, just to fill in my design, create the extra petals. Hello Sabina. Just tiny amount of the white, and we will do exactly the same on top in our shading. So again, we've got two parts there, like on a background, our main flower, and I will just place this one here. Hi Magda, hi Sabina, so nice you watching again. So we create some flowery, really simple, easy flowery design with our new pineapple as a background. So we still continue to work in with our new color collection. Okay, so we've got this part done. I also wanted to create just a tiny petals around my flower. So I'm going to use this small bits in here. Hello Daniela. And I will just place a few here and there. Oh, they're just too small. Okay. And I've got few of them from the Profi collection, so I'll use them all at once, so that will really help me to speed up the whole process of creating this design. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to spray just the tip, so not full stencil, just the tip. So I'm going to spray exactly here, or roughly here. I'm just put this a bit closer because stencil is transparent. So just spray in here, so I'll have tiny shade on top. Okay, so this is what I want to create. And the same in here, I'm going to spray just there, and then I will create tiny shade around it. So, checking how I'm spraying. And just tiny amount in here. So you see I'm spraying on the stencil, I'm not spraying around it, just on the stencil, and that will just give me nice shade. Okie doke. So now let's remove these beads. So I've got this like extra smaller petals around my design. Okay, and this one will depend how many small petals you will have around it, how far your red one is as a background. So if you will have your red up to here, let's say up to the middle of the nail, so you would like to continue with this white tiny petal, so you can do a few lines. It's not just a one line. Just try to make it as irregular as possible. Now my next step is going to be create a bit darker middle part. And for this one, I'm going to go back to red. But what I need to do first, I need to remove the rest of the white from my tongue, just to make sure I have no pinkish shade. The white is a pastel color, is really intensive, and the red is transparent. So if I will leave my white inside, my red become pink, like pastel red. And I don't want to. I want to have nice and vivid color. What I'm also going to do, I'm going to clean my needle just in here, because I was using white. So if you're using white, the white leaves like extra bits all over the needle. So I will just take my brush from the AirNails starter set, and I'm just going to clean everything just to make sure my needle is clean and I have no splashes, so I have full control of the color. Now, as I mentioned on the beginning, the red is transparent color, so if you place it on a yellow, you will have this orangey shade, which is really nicely looking. But I want to have this middle part a bit darker. and I really do not want to overspray it because it has to be just a tiny bit. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to use the burgundy, and I'm going to drop the burgundy in. So the burgundy itself is too dark for this design. I still want to have a red, and I will spray out the full burgundy. Inside you will see I have just a bit of paint left, just tiny amount, and I will add a drop of red, and I will slightly mix and tint my red into the a bit darker shade. Okay, so I don't want to have this pure light red, and I don't want to have burgundy. I want to have something in between. Okay, so let me just spray it here. So now you can see I have here burgundy, and then comes into red, which is a bit darker. Okay, so now what I need to do, I need to make a dot in the middle. I need to make sure I fully control my paint. So just check how it's spraying, if it's not too wet. And now I'm going to spray in the middle. Okay, I'm not talking, I had to focus. Okay, and inside we just create a bit darker shade. So it was really important in this one, so we won't splash the color, we won't use too much, and that's why I've just added just tiny amount of burgundy to make it just a bit darker. So I'm not changing color. I was still on a red, I've just changed the shade of it. So it's like mixing gel polishes or adding maybe color concentrate. It's just a tiny amount. So this part is ready, and I'm going to cover it with extreme matte top gel. And I'm going to cure it. So this is how it look, glossy, but of course we will use matte. Why not? I can see that my lighting for my Instagram videos improved a bit because I'm now back to the shop, and I could switch off all of the lights, all of the other lights, so I won't have any problem. So what I'm going to do just at the very end, very pretty, thank you Sabina, thank you so much, and it's really easy and fast. I'm going to use just a tiny amount of the liner gel white and my dotting tool. I'm going to use the master dotting tool. Is really small because my flowers are small, just to create few dots to make sure. In fact, we'll be working on a top gel, so if something goes wrong we can always wipe it, but just to make it faster and not wipe it, when I place my dotting tool inside the gel, always the first dot I'm doing like on my glove. I'm sorry, because you can see the first one is quite big. I want to have this smaller. So if I just pick up the new gel, first one always goes there, and then I'm continuing with my flowers. So this is how it looks with the matte, and just in here I will just create few tiny dots inside just to finish this design. So I'll just quickly pre-cure it. Oh, just switch on my light, and then you can see the end result. So these are the one that I've created before I started the video, and we have the new one. So I'll just stick it on it. So this is the third one. So they are literally the same. So it's just one stencil that I've used, or two maybe, just simple stencils. Of course, you can use different flowers, different shape of the petals. You can use the dance of flowers, or different ones. You could use the petals. I've got the different in here. You can use, for example, the more spiky petals, or maybe if you have the bigger nail, something like that, which is more like tropical flower. You can use anything really you want. I just found it the simple one makes a lot of difference, because we've created like a shading and we created the layering. So it's just easy use of paints and knowledge what your paints are are doing. So if we know we have transparent paint and we place it over the yellow, we will have this orangey look, which I think is super suitable for this color. I love the pineapple and it's super yellow. We didn't have it anything like it before, and I think it's looking super cool with the AirNails Airbrushing. Okay guys, so that's me, just a super quick and nice design for you. So a few minutes of the life. I will come back next week with something different. Probably will continue with new colors. Why not? Maybe we'll just do something with the kiwi or the grapefruit, or maybe some fruits. We'll see. If you have some idea, want to drop it, please just message me or drop me. New colors are gorgeous. They are absolutely beautiful. The pineapple, and the pineapple is something that we didn't have. We were missing in our collection, the yellow like that. So it's just absolutely fantastic to play with it. Thank you again. Thank you, Sabina. The video will stay and you can watch it later, of course, on our IGTV, and I will also post it on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much and see you next time. Bye-bye.